Sustainability in community banks. Community banks are in a unique position as we come out of the recession. Beginning prior to and cresting during the recent recession, many community banks have failed, or have merged, or have been taken over by larger banks. According to the FDIC website, in 2000 and 2008, 25 banks closed or were taken over. In 2009, the number was 119. In 2010, it was 158. In 2011, it was 81. In 2012, it was 51. The majority of these banks were smaller and often community banks. This loss has created a unique environment in which many still fear for their jobs, while others look for the opportunity to fill vacated market share. We know that community banks play a very different role in the community, so how can we make sure that they thrive? As in many types of companies, the difficulty in community banks is that they do not have a comprehensive plan that will make them sustainable. In our many years of working in organizations and companies, we have found that when many have heard the word sustainability, they think primarily of green initiatives rather than the opportunities available to them. We define sustainability as maximizing the efficient and effective use of all resources, material, time, intellectual, and human resources included. Sustainability is a viable business strategy which takes into account economic considerations, governmental issues, organizational strengths, leadership, as well as strongly voiced opinions from customers and stakeholders. It is a business strategy that aligns all the critical components of a successful organization. People plus process plus environment equals profit. We propose that you follow the following steps to implement a strategy of sustainability for your community bank. Step 1. Begin talking about sustainability throughout your bank, including the importance of a comprehensive plan and a definition that works well for your bank. Step 2. Senior leadership must commit to a plan and once developed must have the skills to clearly communicate it. Then begin to do the research. Find out what a wide range of your stakeholders want. Look both inside and outside the company. Talk to employees, board members, community members, and members of the business community and any other larger stakeholder. Step 3. Implement the formulated plan throughout the organization. This often begins with looking at people and process, deciding exactly what new skills and behaviors you need to be successful in shifting the culture and develop your leaders to fill the gaps. Look at your processes. We know as many smaller banks grow, they have difficulty making transitions in their processes and can get bogged down. Identify high potential processes and let those who are working in them work and implement a plan for continuous improvement. At the end of this step, you have your strategy maximally driven throughout the bank by your competent leaders, while processes are efficiently supporting both. Step 4. This step is another opportunity for a checkpoint. Banks that are sustainable have both loyal customers and loyal employees. Measure the loyalty of your customers and of your employees. If there is a gap between where your employee loyalty score is and where you want it to be, look to develop your managers, directors, and supervisors in the basics of leadership and of loyalty. If there is an issue with the loyalty of your customers, look to give customer loyalty development to the frontline employees who interact directly with the customers. Step 5. This is one of transformation. Everything is humming along, and the bank is consistently looking at everything it does for areas of improvement, developing and elevating the quality of its leadership, and planning for the future that has become inevitable. Setting and implementing a strategy for sustainability all starts with the senior leadership and their ability to have a vision and to be able to communicate it. There are a number of profiles in the market that will allow you to measure your capacities relative to setting a sustainability strategy and communicating it. We've used many of them and have identified and recommend one that is particularly relevant to banking leadership trying to increase their company's growth and sustainability. If you are a banking leader and you are interested in behaviors that will support your bank's success through planned sustainability, click on the link below the movie to take a free copy of the profile that we most often recommend.